Hey guys, thank you for watching the SlatRock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And if you've already done so, just make sure that it's still active. Wrestlers don't always look the part at the start of their careers, but most eventually slim down, bulk up, and especially fill out if they join the WWE. Here are the promotion's 10 wrestlers who had a shocking body transformation while in WWE. Number 10. CHYNA. When Joanie Laurer joined the WWF in 1997, her muscular look and bodyguard demeanor set her apart from every other woman on the roster. With her square jaw and all-black attire, it wouldn't be until the Battle of the Sexes feud with Jeff Jarrett in 1999 that the ninth wonder of the world started accentuating her femininity. After multiple surgeries, CHYNA's jaw was streamlined into a narrow chin, and breast implants added to the commentators, treating her more like a woman. In addition, the first ever female Intercontinental Champion began wearing makeup on screen, and her hair, which had previously been tightly held in a ponytail, now flowed freely past her shoulders. Unfortunately, just as she was becoming more accepted by the fans, CHYNA was fired by the company, who cited attitude issues being behind her release. Though the popular theory is that she was let go because of Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, who had been reportedly seeing the billion-dollar princess while dating CHYNA. Number 9. John Morrison. As a tryout for the second season of Tough Enough in late 2001, John Morrison certainly had an impressive physique, but wasn't too different from any standard healthy 20-something college kid, so it's not surprising he didn't make the show. But just 1 year later, Morrison did make the cut for Season 3, looking much different than the year prior. It almost seems like the future ECW star had spent the past 365 days solely at the gym, as he'd turned from student to stud quickly and won the competition in January 2003, earning a spot on the WWE roster. Debuting as part of M&M in 2005, he quickly won the WWE Tag Team Championships and would hold the Intercontinental and ECW Championships before being released in 2011. This setback has not slowed down Morrison in the slightest though, as he appeared for Muscle and Fitness in 2010 and joined Impact Wrestling in 2017, where he is the current Impact World Champion. Number 8. The Rock. We all know that Dwayne Johnson is one of the biggest stars in both wrestling and in Hollywood, but contrary to what some may believe, the Brahma Bull wasn't born with his iconic muscles and sunglasses. While he had been a large teen and grown larger playing for the Miami Hurricanes in the 1990s, it wouldn't be until the Great One joined the WWF in 1996 that he really hit his stride. Despite his packed size throughout his WWE career, when he returned to the company in 2011, The Rock was even bigger, thanks to a much more protein-rich diet and private gyms. It's not only his muscles that have changed though, as The Rock has often changed his hairstyle for various roles, now favoring a clean-shaven look, which fans get to see on his rare returns to the squared circle. The younger Rock also had no ink on his body, but that too has changed in recent years, with the Great One representing his Samoan heritage. Number 7. Jinder Mahal. It's no secret that for years Vince McMahon has preferred jacked muscle men to be his top stars, and while smaller guys like Daniel Bryan and CM Punk have been able to succeed, there's clearly still a belief that bigger is better in WWE. Never has this been clearer in recent years than Jinder Mahal, who was released as a member of 3MB in 2014, only to find himself rehired in 2016. By 2017 though, Mahal had bulked up greatly in size. That must have pleased the boss, as the former jobber quickly became WWE Champion at Backlash, defeating Randy Orton in one of the company's biggest upsets. With that said though, Mahal has faced several accusations of steroid abuse, with the modern-day Maharaja saying he's been tested multiple times since his return and has been found drug-free every time and rightly has never been suspended. Number 6. Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner has always been a big guy, and in the WWF was a big success, winning the Tag Team Championships with Brother Rick on 2 occasions. But when Big Papa Pump returned to the company in 2002, the former WCW champion was unrecognizable, with his long brunette locks being cut short and bleached blonde, and were draped with a chainmail that Steiner would wear during his entrance. The biggest change, though, was clearly Steiner's size, as he now had muscles bulging out of his body, which many fans claimed to be due to steroids. According to one report, during his 2003 feud with then-world champion Triple H, WWE higher-ups demanded that Freakzilla get tested for steroids, which Steiner said he would only do if the game got tested too. In the end, neither man was tested, though this couldn't have helped Steiner make friends backstage, and he was released in 2004. Number 5. Michael Cole. As the voice of the WWE, Michael Cole never had an incentive to work out other than to look presentable behind the commentary desk every Monday night. But at WrestleMania 27, the fans were exposed to Cole's pasty body for the first time, as the commentator was able to squeeze himself into a bright orange singlet to face Jerry Lawler, a bizarre moment made even weirder by the fact that Cole defeated the former world champion. Needless to say, it wasn't a pretty sight. Perhaps the sight of his flab poking out of his ring gear is what caused Cole to get in shape, and in 2015, WWE published an article highlighting his incredible weight loss. The article mentioned that Cole had incredibly shed 65 pounds thanks to a change in his diet and regular gym sessions with his own personal trainer. Still commentating on Monday Night Raw and healthier than ever before, Cole himself has said that even at 48 years old, he feels much better about himself than he did when he was 21. Number 4. Eddie Guerrero. After competing in Mexico and working as a unique jobber in WCW, Eddie Guerrero's entire career was put on hold when he was the victim of a car accident in January 1999, which easily could have been the end of his time in the ring. Instead, Guerrero returned to the company 6 months later, though fans instantly noticed that he looked very different, with his biceps, triceps, and pecs bulging much bigger than ever before. In fact, this new mass meant that Guerrero would be classed as a heavyweight before leaving to join the WWF in January 2000. As a part of the WWF, Guerrero's size continued to grow, and while there'd be brief points where he would shrink, it was clear that this man was much different to the one from just a few years earlier. Despite this, Eddie would have major success as part of the WWE, winning the Intercontinental, United States, Tag Team, and WWE Championship across his career, before sadly passing away of heart issues aged just 38 years old. Number 3. Vince McMahon. Before entering the wrestling world, the young Vince McMahon was first interested in weight training and even opened the World Bodybuilding Federation in the early 90s, though the promotion didn't last long. On screen, McMahon was originally known as a commentator, and much like Michael Cole, didn't need to have muscles like the superstars, as his assortment of pastel suits covered his body. As the company transitioned into the Attitude Era, though, Vince became the evil boss character, a parody of his real-life backstage role, with the villainous Mr. McMahon not being afraid to tussle with stars like Stone Cold Steve Austin. At the 1999 Royal Rumble, McMahon entered the 30-man match at number 2, with fans shocked at the huge physique the boss had, which no doubt helped him win the match, and later helped him become WWF champion in September that same year. Even today, McMahon's focus on his well-being is clear, as the grandfather was featured on the cover of Muscle and Fitness in 2014, still looking as shredded as ever. Number 2. Rey Mysterio. The biggest little man, Rey Mysterio, earned that nickname due to his never-say-die attitude and massive heart despite his diminutive size. Debuting in the late 90s in WCW, the 160-pound masked superstar was tossed around by several superstars, most famously Kevin Nash, who launched Mysterio like a lawn dart into the side of a truck during a 1996 episode of Nitro. But by the time Rey joined the WWE in 2002, Mysterio's muscles were much more defined, perhaps because he had been warned about how smaller stars had been treated in McMahon's company. Throughout his WWE career, Mysterio changed his look even more, gaining even more mass, which did slow him down in the ring. The Master of the 619 also has several tattoos as a part of the company, including a set of wings and a set of rosary beads, highlighting Mysterio's devotion to Christianity. Returning at SmackDown 1000 in October, he has once again changed his look, incorporating fur onto his mask and reverting back to wearing tights, as well as looking more streamlined than ever before. Number 1. The Big Show. The Big Show is known for his incredible size in WWE, so it's no surprise that the former world champion's weight has risen and fallen a lot throughout his 20-plus year career. Part of the reason for this is because Sho suffered from the same disorder that made Andre the Giant so large, and by the time he was 12, Sho was already 220 pounds. Being billed as the son of Andre in WCW, it wasn't long before Big Show joined WWF, where his weight continued to fluctuate. At its worst, he tipped the scales at 530 pounds in early 2016, though he has astonishingly lost over 70 pounds since then, a feat that is definitely going to help the former WWE champion live a better life for years to come. Well guys, that's our list. Can you think of any other wrestlers who had a shocking body transformation in WWE? If so, drop us a comment below and let us know. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, Top 10 Highest Rated WWE TLC Matches that WWE wrestlers and fans cannot forget. Also check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. If you did like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.